Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome to today's presentation. I'm Septi Julaeha. Here I'm as a moderator and presenters. Before we begin, I would like to introduce you the presenters. Our presenter for today is me, Septi Julaeha. Today they all present about course design. Without further ado, I'd like to welcome our presenters to start the presentation. Here I will explain about course design. Course design according to Ricard and Roger 2014. Course design is a systematic process of creating an educational curriculum that outlines the content and objective of a course. It involves selecting appropriate material, method, and activities that facilitate language acquisition and enable learners to develop specific language skills. So, definisi ini menekankan pentingnya struktur dan sistem dalam merancang kursus yang berfokus pada pencapaian keterampilan bahasa. Course design refers to the process of planning and organizing a structure framework for teaching and learning. It involves determining the learning objective, selecting content, choosing appropriate teaching method, and designing assessment to evaluate learners' progress. The goal of course design is to create an effective and to service learning experience that help learners achieve their education goals. Approach of course design. For the first one, language-centered approach. It is the simple and more familiar kind to English teachers. It is particularly common in ESP. It aims to draw as direct a connection as possible between the analysis of the target situation and the content of the ESP course. Allowing a language-centered approach says this the nature of the target situation performance determines ESP course. The second is skill-centered approach. This approach aims to help learners for developing skills and strategies which continue after the ESP course by making learners better processor of information. A skill-centered approach says we must look behind target performance data to discover what process enables someone to perform. This process will determine the ASP course. And the last, learning-centered approach. This approach is based on the principle that learning is totally determined by the learners. As teachers, we can influence what we teach, but what learners learn is determined by the learners alone. In this approach, learning is seen as a process in which the learners use what knowledge or skills they have in order to make sense of the flow of the information. Learning is not just a mental process. It is a process of negotiation between individuals and society. Key components of course design. 1. Learning objective. Clear goals for what students should know or be able to do by the end of the course. 2. Content. Knowledge, skill, and material presented throughout the course. 3. Instructional methods. Strategies used to teach and engage students in learning. 4. Assessment. Tool for measuring student learning and providing feedback. 5. Learner engagement. Activities that actively involve students and foster motivation. 6. Switching and packing. The order and timing of content, delivery, and activities. 7. Learning activities. Texts that help students practice and apply what they're learned. 8. Technology integration. The use of digital tools to support learning and collaboration. 9. Feedback and reflection. Opportunities for feedback and self-assessment to promote deeper learning. And the last, 10. Course evaluation. Review and revision of the course based on feedback to ensure continuous improvement. Alright, now we'll move the question and answer session. If you want to ask question, please raise your hand and say your name. Finally, now we have reached the end of this presentation. I would like to say thank you to the audience for their active participation. Thank you for attention and have a great day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.